So guess where I am? Yep, I'm back on the Thames path. It's been about a month since I finished completing the Thames path. There's one thing that I miss seeing, and it was on this section, Lechlade to Ragcop, where I missed the statue or the sculpture of Father Thames, and I was a bit sad that I missed it, so I'm going back to find it. And it's a nice bit of a walk, so it's at St John's Lock, so I'm just gonna go over the bridge and then down the other side of the river. And then I wanted to just speak about personal safety when you're walking on your own, and what I recommend, and you know, how to look after yourself really. So we're coming up to the first pillbox that you can find on the Thames, just around the corner. So what do I want to say about personal safety? First of all, if you're planning a walk and you're going to be out all day, you should really tell somebody where you're going, how long you plan on being, and certainly when I was doing the more remote parts of the Thames path, I left a note on my car saying where I was going, what time I was expecting myself to be back. Also told my family where I was going, so they knew that I was out for the day. Just in case anything happens to you, like you have an injury or something like that. Secondly, I don't know about your phone, but my phone runs quite well with battery, but then after 50% it dies quite quickly. So it's quite good to have a charged battery, have a spare power pack to charge. I was very lucky to have for Christmas, it's called a Run Angel, which is basically a rape alarm, but it links to my phone and sends out a GPS message if I press it. And the plan really is not to use it as a rape alarm, but to use it in case I fall over and injure myself and I need assistance. And that emails out to 3 guardians, which are people that are available to help me if I need it. For example, my husband and my mum and one of my children. Also, I think people travelling and walking on their own need to be aware of social media and the potential risks of putting out there where you're going to be if you're on your own. And I always tend to post things afterwards, so photographs, YouTubes, blogs, are usually done after I've finished my walk. And you never know, do you? It's just a cautious thing, I guess. But if you're on your own, you don't want lots of people knowing that you're on your own. Have a whistle with me. I always carry a metallic recovery blanket with me, and I always have a snack bar that's there just for emergencies. I've had to use it actually when I've been walking with my friend and she's felt a bit wobbly. I don't generally eat that, it kind of stays in my rucksack, and it's there for whenever. Obviously make sure you carry lots of water. Don't be afraid to go into restaurants and places to get it filled up. I'm all for recycling plastic bottles, so I have 2 bottles that I use. They are plastic, they're not metal, because I need them to be light. But I use them over and over. They're a good litre capacity, so make sure you're dressed for the occasion. Obviously check the weather forecast, what it's going to be like, make sure your footwear's right. I always carry a spare pair of socks just in case my feet get wet. And obviously if you've got your dog with you, you need poo bags and water for the dog and snacks. It's always good. I think that's it. I can't really think of anything else. I hope you enjoyed my Thames Path video. Next week I'm off on the Southwest Coastal Path. I'm not sure how frequent my YouTube films will be due to limited access to internet, but they'll all be done when I get back anyway. And got a nice little bit of refreshing rain now, and it's kind of weird being here in the summer because I've done all this in the winter. So as you can see, the mud's dry, and oh, I've got some cows coming up. I'm just heading now to St John's Lock, and I will do some more videoing then. Found the statue sculpture. That's beautiful, isn't it? The first look on the Thames then. It's very pretty. I'm going to go up to this bridge then, and I'm going to walk back along the road, I think. So now I feel closure really with the Thames Path. There's 2 books that I can recommend. People that are interested in walking. One's called The Rivers of London. And I'm just reading that at the moment, and it references lots of parts of the River Thames. And also I've just finished reading a book called Walk in the Rain, and it's very inspiring. So there's 2 book recommendations there. So let's say goodbye to the River Thames at St John's Lock. To my next challenge, which is the Southwest Coastal Path. How are we feeling about that, Dot? How are we feeling? 630-mile walk? What do you think? Are you looking forward to it? Are you? Are you?